Everything's gone wrong. The bot's broken. I'm ill with the flu. I got that tree fever going on.
Yeah, it's been
Kyle,
going around, hasn't it?
Kyle, you ever have
Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas. You ever get really sick? And you have a crazy dream while you're really sick?
You had a fever dream?
Kyle, I spent 5 years as a tree. And that's how long this went on for.
Jesus.
My body was fused into a tree, and I lived through all 5 years in that dream.
So you got a fucking time spell put on you by the ecstatics.
That's what happened on me by the witches, the night hags.
Fucking crazy.
Okay, and we still got some.
It was
stuff
actually
on my
the
lungs.
Arcadian dream. Sorry, that was just changelings getting revenge for you hating them.
It is. Well, maybe they should make a better book. I don't know.
Ouch.
What are you talking about? Trolls having infinite strength is perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Redcap's having a 2-hit kill. The Ishu and the She being able to end any combat encounter with just one roll. It's absolutely fantastic. So I sound congested for this episode, but I'm doing the best I can. We are going over to Children of the Night book, which has got all the different lore characters in it. Before that, we got a little award to give out before we begin the show.
Do we?
We have our Quabodi award to give out. And
Nice.
Kyle, in case you don't remember that lingo, it stands for Keck What a Bitch of the Year.
God.
And it goes out to Jake Paul, who came in at the very end of the year to steal it.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
originally
that was
going to be
quite
someone
glorious.
else, but after that boxing match and just the expression.
The expression,
gonna
The
haunt him.
scared hamster expression, yes.
and him quitting boxing immediately after that loss too.
He didn't
Oh no, I
actually.
can't beat over the hill boxers that are completely fucking destroyed because of their careers. Whatever shall I do?
And it turns out all of your matches were rigged as shit anyway.
Yep.
Didn't he also get upset when people didn't realize he was some character in their vines or whatever?
Wait,
Yeah, I
what?
think so too.
What a weenie.
And then the other guy who won second place was the Liver King. Just leave him down here for you.
Did he die of something?
No, Kyle, you remember this guy?
Oh, the guy that was roided out as shit and just ate raw meat on camera.
Yeah, he lied about it. It was great.
We all know that.
Along with that, he lost his mind and he said that he was going to kill Joe Rogan. And he spent like a week stalking Joe Rogan. He had a knife with Joe Rogan's face printed on it, and he said, "Hey Joe, here's your knife. I'm going to return it to you." And of course, he gets arrested for doing that.
That's fucked up.
I'm not sure why this guy in particular hated Joe Rogan that much. I don't know.
A lot of people.
I don't think the
Rogan.
Quab reward? I don't think he earns that since he at least tried.
That's why he's second place. And he had this whole crash out video while he's getting arrested.
Honorable mention should go to Nick Ricada for just openly revealing that his dog died recently. As his family was going on vacation, and just not giving a rotten shit that this would affect all of them.
Also, iDubbbz for going down the Femboy arc. He's now he became a Nosferatu, and he's finally going down that path. And then,
in fairness, he's I think an alumni of this. Like he can't get it. I think he's won it too many times before.
Yes,
fucking rough.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into the characters. Now, Kyle, let's shake this up. Let's go out of order for these guys.
Okay.
All right. So the first guy I'd like to go into detail with is El Diablo Verde. The vampire knows... Yeah, of course. You of course see him going to jump out this guy after we find out who he is.
He's a luchador. Ostensibly.
Yeah, and he's part of Extreme Wrestling Warfare, which is a violent and bloody variant of professional wrestling, which is actually based off of the real-life ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, formerly known as East California Wrestling. Was it East California or East Coast Wrestling?
I don't know. You made it up.
No, it's a real thing.
You don't say. Well, Praetor, why don't you go and tell the rest of my fans out there what it is that they want to hear?
Oh, is that the man himself?
Oh, Diablo Verde. I want to hear all my fans.
There he is. There he is.
There he is. There's the guy.
There's the guy. Who's got camera ready?
I want to better know what I mean. I won't take the
This
challenge.
episode's going to be a shit show.
So El Diablo Verde, what clan do you belong to?
What clan do I belong to? What do you care about what clan I have? If I were to tell you, that's just another thing that my opponents can use against me. No, I say. The clan I belong to is the clan of the ring, the clan of the people, the clan of myself and you, and El Diablo Verde, the clan of Nosferatu. But as for you,
You're pretty good looking for Nosferatu behind that mask.
Don't try and flatter me too much there, I say.
See, so you were a Mexican in life, and you wrestled while you were still alive, and then looks like El Tiburon embraced you, and then
CSA El Tiburon, he was my mentor. He was my mentor. He was the one who trained me, taught me the ways of the ring, taught me how to fight, taught me how to wrestle. I owe everything to him. He brought me into this world and gave me my mask, and now I fight on his behalf, bringing on his name forever in the name of Mekion Lutatar.
And taking a look at you, you became champion first, and then you were embraced by the Sabat. Now, why would the Sabat do that after you became embraced? So after you became champion. My mistake. You got mad.
I don't know. What I say is that is the someone ought to know, and for everybody else to find out. I say.
Everybody else to find out, huh? Kyle, check your DMs.
Oh dear God, what am I doing?
Take a click on that.
Roll
Go ahead,
20
just give that a little click.
Okay.
What's the name of this? What's the name of the game, Kyle? What's the name of the game?
I don't know. Hang on.
Go ahead and switch your screen over to your browser as well.
Yep. Hang on here. Epic. So the game is called Epic Rug Pull.
There it is. You've been tricked, Kyle.
Have I?
You've been tricked. We're not doing children at all.
You may have even been Smeckledorfed.
Bamboozled, flim-flammed.
That's not even a word, and I agree with you.
There it is. Go ahead and give it a click.
All right, so I'm loading in. I got to figure out what the fuck this is.
There it is. I'm going to show you what this is. We're going to go ahead and add this guy to your character sheet.
Oh, dear
Welcome to the
Christ.
work, pal.
There it is. Go ahead and check your journal. There he is.
Did you fucking...
I did.
Oh, God.
You got
did.
marked, pal.
I did.
So we're doing a fucking...
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Oh, God. How did I get roped into this?
Oh, no. That's a good explanation. This is a good question.
What the fuck is going on here? I thought we were going to have an informative video, and also, why do I look like such a fucking wimp in this?
As what I've done in my spare time, Kyle, I have made an entire homebrew based on wrestling. Because after all, the idea of extreme wrestling warfare was just too cool of an idea for me to not do anything with.
Well,
you know that I'm super into wrestling.
Wrestling more than literally anything.
Yes, I've gotten back into it again. Really, because wrestling kind of sucks in 2025 because we got all this stupid shit going on with our booking.
Refusing to train so they get injured, horrible match plans.
Oh my God!
Like,
who's injured right now? Because Seth Rollins is injured, Jacob Fatu is injured, Penta's injured.
I think everyone's. You get a torn rotator cuff. You get a torn rotator cuff. You get a torn rotator cuff.
We're gonna have you do a flying headbutt for the first time you've ever done the move, and then guess what happens? You tear a muscle doing it. But going into it, Kyle, check the 3.5 documents page as well. I have uploaded the homebrew there.
All right, 3.5 docs. Let me see here.
There it is. WOD EWW draft 2.
So we're testing a draft of your homebrew.
It is. Now I've already done a playtest of this before. I did it before with it was Metro, it was Western Howler, and it was Melissa that helped me out test it before. So I know it works. I know the system works. Yeah, go ahead, pull it up and put it on the screen.
Okay.
It's also not surprising because remember, the World of Darkness and White Wolf did get the rights to do the Street Fighter RPG.
They did. and it was a pretty good RPG.
I had
We
fun
played
with
it
it.
on the show.
It's solid.
But going into it, we should probably tell Kyle like a few like wrestling terms before I actually do the game, so he
I think
knows
you
what
should
we're.
explain this to everyone because you have to be a certain class of dented to actually know what most of these are.
So the whole thing is, you know how boxing is supposed to be like this championship sport where it's valor and everything going into it, but boxing is all rigged to shit. And then UFC was like legit fighting, but then just it's how so like the prissiness and the fragile masculinity you see on screen with the UFC. It's just turned me off of it. Where I used to really like the UFC, but now everybody's got their feelings hurt. Nobody really knows how to cut a promo. You just get to see two people beat each other to death because they don't actually know how to contain themselves. They just hate each other.
And then on top of that, they're overexpanding. Their regions are overexpanding. In particular, they've been trying really hard to do a South Asian conference with India, and they're constantly getting scammed because most of them are faking their fight records. Like, it
Oh
is
my God.
ridiculous.
Who could have seen that coming?
Like,
Our
what
ways.
they'll do is they'll have what. So one of the terms you're going to need to know is jobber. They get a dude
Yeah.
whose whole purpose is to lose.
Which is why you
Which
remember
is
when we
what
were doing
Tyler
Rage Cross
is.
New York? When we were doing Rage Cross New York, that's how I was describing Tyler.
Yep.
Because
Right.
Tyler Bassett, how many fights did you actually win in that game?
I'm gonna tore that one worm open from the inside after it ate me.
that
That
was
was
it.
pretty good.
So another explanation to think of pro wrestling. So has anyone ever seen a Harlem Globetrotters show?
Yes.
Like a
So,
basketball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, basketball game with the Harlem Globetrotters. The thing
Yeah.
is always, it's not actually real. It's kind of scripted, but it's scripted for a reason because the plays are still kind of real. Think of that the same way, but for wrestling.
It is, where it focuses more on the story than anything else. Now,
Basically, the world is a shoot. The shoot being a term for the fake storyline.
right, where you have a work and a shoot. A work is something that's scripted, a shoot is something that's real. And most of the stuff is all worked now because back in the day, in the late 70s, 80s, during a territory period, you had it treated more like an actual sporting event. But then WWF came out, which would now become known as WWE, and Vince McMahon came out and really shook up the game with the storytelling. And now everything is like a soap opera for men. That's what when it comes to wrestling.
Now, specifically, works were always kind of there since like the 50s to a lesser degree because one of the draws is personality. Like, you
Right.
do need personality. It's not pure technical. Boxing did this too.
Right.
Vince McMahon realized, though, if you go even further into it, you can get more people in the seats. It also allows you to do something interesting.
Mm,
You don't have to be the best technical fighter anymore because people will just watch you if you're able to draw in a crowd. For
right.
example, there's a reason Hogan was able to do it. There's a reason
Yes.
quite a few people are able to do it. Are they
Here's why
technically
Cena was
decent
able to
fighters?
do it.
Yes. But they don't have to be the high-flying, insane people that the Japanese expect, for
Right.
example.
Because there's more athleticism when it comes to Japanese pro wrestling, but with American pro wrestling, it's all stage theater at the end of the day.
Yeah, makes
It's all
sense.
kayfabe, which is similar to the Masquerade, which is also why this works.
Right.
Kayfabe being their version of the Masquerade.
Yeah, because you gotta do like some level of suspension of disbelief whenever it comes to kayfabe, which is convincing people that what you're seeing on stage is real, even though it's all scripted by this point. You know it's not real. And kayfabe has become impossible to maintain after the Montreal Screwjob and the Curtain Call. It's now impossible to maintain those.
Well, it's possible
But
to
at
maintain
its
because
peak-
of the internet, because the whole internet thing, right? So,
Right.
A little bit of that, but also a better wrestler fucked it over. But this is why, even when off stage, Macho Man always talked like this, even when he had no one listening to him.
Oh yeah, you always embodied your character whenever you were on or off stage.
For better and for worse.
Right.
Usually for worse.
Where you
And
had
you
some
always-
people that completely lost themselves in their characters, like New Jack, for example.
Yeah.
Also, the Ultimate Warrior, who changed his name legally to Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
No, actually, he changed it to legally to just Warrior. So,
Either way.
but yeah, like all the heels or the heel being villain, all the villains, like they were separated from like the good guys, and they went on different buses and they traveled differently, and because they couldn't be seen.
Yeah,
at the same
for your
time.
bad guys, Kyle, you call them heels, and for your good guys, you call them baby faces. When it
or
comes
just
to between the
face
two.
or face for short.
where usually you want to do it face versus heel. That's how most of these matches usually go. Face versus face matches are a little bit complicated to do unless it's for a title match.
It's either for a title match or you're setting a face to do what's called a turn being that they're changing to a different role. Usually this is based on fan interpretation. If a face gets overly pushed, for example, sometimes a way to salvage them is to force them to turn heel.
Yes.
If a heel becomes too popular, you have to turn him into a face.
And sometimes you get the weird heel versus heel thing, and that's kind of
those ones are always entertaining.
Those are really good. There was in the whole tournament to see who was going to face John Cena for the last opponent, Gunther and Solo Sikoa had a fantastic match. It was really good.
Is this
And
whole fucking episode just
also
an excuse for you guys to talk about pro wrestling?
It is.
No.
It is.
God damn it.
Yes.
And we made a game around it, Kyle.
Rise from your wrestling term, WWE. Rise! Yes!
I think there's only 3 other terms that Kyle needs to know, and one of them being Mark, which I've used a few times.
Yeah, Mark is specifically a wrestling fan in on it. Hello, person. What are you doing here?
JoJo's gone codeine crazy. He's become horribly addicted.
What's going on?
You become horribly addicted to codeine. And you just
currently
wanted into
recording.
this call.
Come on in. Welcome, Andy Warhol. Speaking of which,
Yeah,
there was a
is
really
this-
fun instant.
Is
There's
this
a
for
really
the
fun
Children of Night episode?
You
thought there
think it
was
is.
two,
Welcome to
but
the work.
I was misled. I was lied to by people I thought I could trust.
You were lied to. It was a lie.
The only business in here is show business, so come on in, join
Stop
in.
fucking lying!
There is a Mark in this case would be JoJo, who thought we were doing one thing, but it turned out to be another.
This comes from carny terms. Basically, the concept of a mark is what would happen is a carnival worker, for a gullible idiot, would usually say, yeah, this guy's a sucker to the other guys. So they would mark him, usually with something like a free sticker or a little prize that would denote this guy's an idiot.
Right.
Exploit him.
Then another one is a bump, which is a move that goes wrong. And you have a guy that
This
actually...
can happen quite a bit, and it can be lethal or career-ending, depending on how bad it is.
And they seem to happen all the fucking time these days in WWE.
There's the term working stiff. This is usually when the wrestler... Oh, there's also selling. Selling is important because that is how good you make the move look like it hurt.
Yes, because you are
pretending
making...
that you're hurt is selling, basically.
Yeah, you're making physical contact with the guy that you're striking, but you're not trying to knock him out, for example. Like you want to pull back an arm and slam a guy with it and make it look like it hurt, but it doesn't actually hurt.
Or you angle it so it touches, but to the crowd, because of the positioning, it looks like you just smashed into them.
Or like the super kick, where you clap your hands as you do the kick to make it sound like it really hurt when it doesn't.
And working stiff is actually doing it. Usually this happens because of behind-the-scenes drama, or it could be the result of a bad bump.
And then the last term we really got to go over with Kyle is heat, and what that is.
Heat is how much of a bad guy you are.
How much people want to see you lose is what heat is. Where
your highest amount of booze.
Also, if you get too much, you can. There's a term that was in this book called "go away heat," which can happen. Basically, if you become so hateable they want you gone, you're fucked. Like
which is what happened with Mark Henry, which is what happened with X-Pac, which is what is happening right now with Jey Uso. Where Dan, if you went to a show with Jey Uso in it, you would not yeet along with the crowd.
I wouldn't.
Going into it too. So we gotta go over like the history as to what this book is referencing when it brings up Extreme Wrestling Warfare. We go back to ECW. Now, Eastern Championship Wrestling, which would become known as Extreme Championship Wrestling, was the brainchild of one Paul Heyman. As in, my name is Paul Heyman, the guy who popularized the term drinking the Kool-Aid. Kyle, I'm pretty sure you've heard that term before.
Oh, I definitely have, yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy that came up with the idea. You sign on with an idea that was a bad idea, but you convinced yourself to do it anyway. He's the guy that popularized the term. Where back in 1992, you had all these different promotions that were just really silly or just really corporate, like NWA and WCW. So Paul Heyman comes out and says, I want to do a wrestling show where we go extreme, where like the hits really hurt, and we do crazy shit like stacking 5 tables in the middle of a ring and a guy jumps off of them onto another guy. That kind of shit.
Barbed wire matches where instead of it being surrounded by your standard top rope, it's barbed wire.
It's barbed wire, and you had Terry Funk versus Sabu do the barbed wire match where Sabu rips his bicep open in the middle of the match and then just tapes it over and goes right back to wrestling.
Yeah.
Kyle, that's one video that you watch once and you never watch it again because it gets nasty.
Oh yeah,
it's extreme. It drew crowds specifically because some people just this is one of the factors in why people watch NASCAR to a degree, or just racing in general. They want to see the car wreck.
Right. And you go into this because you have like a little bit of a sadistic tendency where you want to see something crazy happen on screen. And the stars you'd get from ECW would be Stevie Richards, Sandman, Chris Candido, Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, Tasmaniac, Terry Funk came back for this.
As the Dudley Boys, Rob Van Dam.
A lot of old WWE guys came back specifically because better contracts or more opportunities.
And this is also the same group that started off the careers of Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Mick Foley, Rey Mysterio Jr., Chris Jericho, Raven, and most importantly, Stone Cold Steve Austin came from here.
Mm-hmm.
And once you know who Stone Cold Steve Austin is, Kyle, he is the man that permanently changed wrestling back in the 90s. He was this straight edge kind of guy. He drank beer. He was a badass. He didn't take anyone's shit. And he specifically targeted... Like his rival was Vince McMahon, the CEO of the company, and
he personified the everyman in the 1990s, where they have that power fantasy of saying "fuck you" to the boss, saying "fuck you" to the world.
A modern day anti-hero.
Just fuck this.
He also spun it downward because the original 80s and early 90s was much more gimmicky. Gimmicks are still a thing, but it was much more so during that period.
You had some silly ass shit like wrestling mimes, wrestling tax accountants.
There was at least 2 Doink the Clowns.
Yeah, 2 clown wrestlers. A guy who was called the Yeti, and he was a mummy.
The Repo Man.
Yeah, and Kyle, to kind of like describe like Steve Austin the way you would get, he's honestly got the same appeal of Homer Simpson.
Yeah,
in all honesty.
That makes sense. Yeah, just like every guy.
I mean, maybe, but like honestly, he's the man that single-handedly actually saved like WWE when it was going down the hills.
Oh yeah, and then Vince McMahon, instead of shooting it down, went along with it and did everything they could to eventually become the dominant faces in wrestling. And of course, WWE would eventually buy ECW after Paul Heyman, who was a really good booker, a really good writer, but a terrible businessman. Kyle, ECW, for all 8 of its years of existence, every one of its years, it ended in the red. That's how you know your company's good.
It was popular, but a money loser. It's similar to... You can see that in a lot of entertainment now.
Absolutely. And then there were 2 big incidents that resulted in the like ECW's beginning at the end, where you had the mass transit incident after New Jack almost beat a 17-year-old boy to death in the middle of the ring. There's more context to it than that.
Didn't he tase him on top of like the high rise?
Oh no, that was Vic Grimes. He did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle's heard me tell him the story before.
Yeah, but New Jack is a dangerous person.
He's dead now, so we don't have to worry about it.
Speaking of which, since you mentioned him in ECW, you have to mention Chris Benoit and what he did because of CTE.
CTE. Yeah, the man eventually lost his mind from CTE, killed his wife, killed his son, and then killed himself.
Yeah, but that was after ECW fell. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, in fairness, I think it's because wasn't he under like Dynamite Kid at one point?
He was, yeah.
That would explain it to a degree. Dynamite Kid was an asshole.
And then the other incident would be the crucifixion of Sandman, where it was this really like you didn't even need to do this bit where Raven put Sandman on a barbed wire cross with a ring of barbed wire around his head, and nobody knew what to make of it. The entire ring was just silent. Like, keep in mind, Kyle, this was the 90s, back when Christianity still was like in good style.
Oh yeah,
so to speak.
I mean, it's still like even now. I think you'd still get people squinting.
Because like what the fuck even was that event, and why did you even have to do that? And of course,
Is that
they'll
something straight out of a Saw movie?
Well, what if
And
what if I told you that it was because the original idea of burning him alive was vetoed?
that was the
No, I'm
original
kidding.
idea.
Why does it feel like wrestling was just, at this point, it's just evolving into like a snuff film?
Well, that's AEW today.
I mean,
Most
yeah.
part.
AEW is what happens when you get a bunch of people who couldn't cut it in real circuits, manage to get into a sort of major circuit and turn it into a social group for themselves.
And now they're dueling with thumbtack skateboards in the middle of a ring. It's
A
not
fun
even real
idea.
wrestling.
Let's just pull out random weapons out of our ass, use them once, throw them to the floor, and never use it again.
Yeah, it's the complete train wreck that was the blood and guts match.
Let's make
So-
a women's wrestling match 45 minutes, even though even the best women wrestlers can't really do matches that long, just due to the energy and performance required.
So what I'm hearing here is AEW is essentially like the H anime of wrestling.
It is.
It's barely legal. Well, way too much illegal stuff happens in it, and half the people that watch it probably need to be put on a watch list.
Well,
No, that would be the independent circuit with the AIDS blood match. Speaking of which, there was an independent circuit that had used needles that was used by people with HIV that were distributed throughout the ring, and you were expected to bump into them.
Oh my god, no, absolutely
AIDS.
not.
This just seems like a satanic gladiator match.
That one's in San Francisco. This is also the one that had a match where they brought weapons and most of them were sex toy themed.
Oh my god, it's funny as shit.
And then
Good
WWE
Good times.
And then WWE would buy ECW in 2000, and it ran as a C show, you have like an A show, B show, C show, where I feel like Kyle really knows what that term is. And it was a C show for about 4 years, and then it ended, and they brought it back for one more night in 2005, and then that's been the end of that idea. So it was not a financially successful business at all, but very much like Napster, it permanently changed the game of wrestling when it came out. Now we got more badassery in wrestling than just like the hokey kid shit that was in the late 80s, early 90s.
What are you talking about? A dude who claims to force to all children to eat their vegetables as he defeats literal fucking communists.
Yeah.
That's totally not stupid at all.
And then it changed wrestling for a time, and then everything went back to like to bullshit. Say your prayers, eat your cereal, and your vitamins days.
People get sick of that. Like, it's cyclical. As above, so below. It'll just repeat.
Yeah, 2008, 2009.
Yeah, the problem is that the only reason why WWE went very hardcore in the Attitude Era was because of the competition. And now they got the competition, they don't have to go all hardcore anymore. So they toned it down.
You've got TNA, you've got
It's also why you never got small guys being champions, because Vince McMahon is weird and he prefers his guys to be tall.
Oh yeah, he
what I'm
loves Brock
Vince
Lesnar.
McMahon has a giantism fetish.
No, the way he works is he thinks wrestling should be done by these big tough guys because like of the presence, like just from their size, and also if you suck on a mic, if you're just really big, you can at least do the intimidation thing. Like if you just suck fucking shit at mic work, that at least gives you the physical, and then you can just have a manager cover for them.
You can like Paul
so
Heyman.
what I'm hearing here
it also makes it more. It also makes it more believable when he actually wins.
Right.
Or it makes them more imposing, so you can. So like, let's say it's like no one's ever survived. He gets up. Oh shit! Because he's big. That means he's tough.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing here is Vince McMahon is the biggest, gayest bottom to ever bottom.
He is.
He's said some weird shit over the years.
He is a character, all right.
We have a whole compilation of him saying weird stuff in the middle of the ring.
All right, then.
Right. So Kyle, taking you
through.
through.
This man's wife is in charge of education now. All right.
Yes. Taking you through the book, Kyle. The theme being performance versus reality. Is it real or is it fake? Who knows? What's real when the audience cheers fake blood? But are your claws real? EEW is about masking pain behind persona, finding a truth in the lie. Is ultimately what this is, along with exploitation and corruption, because how many instances of drug abuse were in wrestling
All
over the
of
course of the
them.
years? Where it wasn't until Chris
Countless.
Benoit did what he did in 2007 that they really started cracking down on drug testing.
Reminder:
point where-
Jimmy Superfly Snuka
And that-
got away with murder. Literally, he killed someone.
Supposedly,
about that.
supposedly he killed his own wife.
And it got to the point where after 2007, you had to ask Vince McMahon for permission to take aspirin, for example.
Jesus.
But before then, anyone could do steroids, anyone could do cocaine. Nose candy was commonplace in ECW.
That makes
It was a
sense.
don't ask, don't tell policy.
Yeah, the Sandman wrestling while high off his mind on acid in the middle of the ring.
That was probably
Yeah,
an
they
were
interesting
just-
fight.
I thought he was just drunk as hell.
No, he would put an LSD sticker on his tongue before he goes
You're
into the
thinking
ring.
of another guy who I think, if I remember right, didn't even remember the match he was on. Like when asked about the match, he's like, "Man, I was too fucking high to even remember I did that night."
Body as a weapon versus body as a prison, where your body is what is your marketing key in wrestling, but of course, as the fights go on, it begins to break down. Because after all, you go over and you say, "Hey, my back hurts." They give you a bottle of perks, and they say you gotta be back in the ring by tomorrow. Because there's a lot of pain that goes into wrestling, you know.
Well, yeah, you're throwing yourself around the ring with giant muscular people all day. You're gonna get hurt.
This is why some wrestlers back in the day became drug addicts.
But when you're playing as a werewolf or a vampire, where you can just easily recover from all those wounds, I mean, it's not so hard.
You
It's,
can.
in fact, you can actually exploit that and make a lot of money from it.
Which is why the danger here, because there is a bit of a twist. This isn't run by Vince McMahon, or if it is, he's a subsidiary corporation to Pentex.
Yep, Kyle, Kyle, it's Pentex controlled.
Well, yeah, we've made that clear.
Yeah, and then along with this, so I expect you to be constantly pushed by worm possession for the entire game. Fame and damnation. How far are you willing to sell your soul for just a 5 minutes of spotlight? How far are you willing to go? How much are you willing to sacrifice? And I did
Or
see
money.
in Legacy.
Or money, because you don't even have to play as a wrestler. You can play as a manager.
You can play as a manager, a booker,
fixer,
manager as well. Is it, you said manager already, didn't you? Trainer. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah,
Or you can play as commentary.
You can. See, character creation going into this. It's your basic standard character creation rules, depending on what kind of spot you want to play. Games include Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf the Apocalypse, Mage the Ascension, Wraith the Oblivion, Changing the Dreaming, Hunter Reckoning, Mummy the Resurrection, Kitchen of the East, Hunter's Hunted, and Demon the Fallen is on the table, but I would strongly discourage you from doing that.
That's like
in
your
fairness,
M.
I think
Bison
you
fight
would
at the
also.
end of the thing.
I was just going to say, I would also probably say you would restrict which types of kith you would accept as well.
Right. Because if you go into this with a troll, now granted a troll would make sense, because you get to like smack and will away at a troll and the troll just doesn't go down. As long as the troll's selling, you're fine.
In fairness, you could also use the troll to do because there was a very common thing done in the 80s specifically where there were a lot of strongman style wrestlers which would show off by lifting ludicrous fake.
So
clearly
are you saying
fake
that
amount of weight.
Rick Reigns does not belong in EEW?
Oh
no!
Kind of to fill you in, that would be like Andre the Giant. You of course know who that is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I have decided to add in the momentum system into World of Darkness. Now, what this is. Now, you can't just end a match immediately. I mean, you did have WWE Speed, where it was a match that was supposed to be 5 minutes or less. But an audience is going to get pretty pissed off if a match only goes on for about 4 minutes and then it's over.
There have been a couple of matches where it ends. It's usually because you pissed off management, where you're expected to just take the dive less than a minute in. There's been a couple of those.
Which has been every match involving LA Knight over the past few months.
I mean, I think Daniel Bryan had to be a victim of one of them.
But usually matches are anywhere between like 5 to 15. It depends. Usually it's at least 10. If it's for a bigger event like pay-per-view, it's gonna be longer unless it's a build up to the real stuff.
Like 23 minutes is as long as you can expect one of these to be. And even then that's pushing
23 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. And then if you're out of your fucking mind in AEW, it goes on for 45 minutes. Why were you even thinking doing
3-on-3. Allegedly, they were teams. I think it was a free for all. They built it as a 3-on-3 team, but it was done like
It
a
made no
free-for-all.
sense. It made no sense.
It was shot like an 80s action movie too. Like, I'm not even kidding. What would happen is they would do a move on someone, and then another guy would run in.
Now it's my turn, and now it's my turn.
It is some of the worst choreography I've ever seen.
It's absolutely terrible what you see in AEW. You wonder why their ratings are plummeting. You wonder why. Kyle, the thing with the momentum system is that you're not trying to reduce your enemy to 0 hit points. You're instead trying to build up momentum. It starts at 0 and then goes as high as 10 over the course of a match. When your momentum hits 10, then you're able to complete a match.
This is like playing Punch-Out, basically.
It is. Where you gotta keep a show going.
Yeah, the momentum is how wound up the crowd is. I imagine there's what's called a cutoff where it's like, shit, we're losing the crowd, just end it. But that's not good. That's a weak performance.
It is.
And you can't. And also, unlike Punch Out, you kind of actually share the momentum meter.
So what's this
There
kick
is.
out at 2.9? What's that?
Now, when you know how pinfalls work.
Pinfalls?
Yeah, you pin a guy and then they start counting
and they have
1,
to count them out?
2.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. When you kick out at the last possible moment, that gets a big reaction from the crowd.
Right.
It's risky business because if you do it too late, then the match has to automatically end because you kicked out too late. Which is, once again, another thing that AEW did, where they did the 1, 2, and then they did not count the 3, and then everybody booed because of it.
Okay.
You got to either slow down the pace on purpose, or what you could do instead. And this is a funny idea. It only works if you're a heel, though. Pretend that you bribed the wrestler so that they intentionally slow the count.
Yeah.
It only worked once, and you should have other things. But like basically, you can do things around that. Like you could have it be like, oh no, this was a rigged match because the ref counted fast because bribery, or counted fast because the management, like the leaders of the company, fucking hate you, and you can tell the story that way.
AKA Sting versus Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's other ways to earn momentum before a match begins too, like, for example, cutting a promo. Now,
a good
Kyle,
promo will do it.
Yeah, Kyle, I think you know what this term is already, but you just need like an explanation to it. A promo is, I'm going to go in Saturday night and I'm going to kick your ass and I'm going to win this match. That kind of that type of shit.
Gotcha. So that's like standing in front of the camera. It's like, I want to rip his head off and shit down his neck, brother.
And even then, it doesn't necessarily need to be wrestling other.
Right. Yeah.
Because Kyle, for example,
shit about them, talk shit about you could talk shit about the audience. That's a really great way as a heel to get heat.
Brian Pillman.
You can either talk shit to the audience, talk shit to your opponent, or just like glaze yourself up.
You can do that.
Yeah, if you have a really fun gimmick, that can really work. Like you basically aura farm, you aura max.
And then I gave like an example of like what match progression would look like.
Mm-hmm.
Through a momentum system in this as well. Then we go into archetypes, where I add little quote-unquote classes for you to do as well. First one that we have is King's Road, which is more like legit athletic kind of wrestling. The kind of stuff you would see from New Japan and Japanese pro wrestling, where there's a certain level of like pedigree that's expected amongst Japanese wrestlers. Mm-hmm. You need to be badass by design to wrestle in Japan.
Only because the audience is even nitpickier than the US one.
There is. This is the same country that invented anime, Kyle. You can imagine how high the standard is.
These are the people who legitimately constantly send death threats when their expectations are slightly off.
Yeah, like Japan, there is no such thing as close enough in Japan.
It's got to be the most keynote thing you've ever seen, or it sucks.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Well, of course, you got some like big damn moves here, like the power bomb, or Kyle, for example, for that finisher. It's you picking up a guy by his ribs, flip him upside down, and then you just drop on his shoulders.
Also known as the Batista Bomb, or you can call it the Jackknife Slam, or you can call it the Razor's Edge.
That's the other thing. A lot of the moves are the same, but what happens are they just get relabeled if they're popular enough.
Right, and if a wrestler makes it their signature move, they'll just completely rename the move altogether.
Yeah,
or occasionally they might add a small twist.
Right.
Yeah, like a small twist. Yeah, like Edge had renamed the DDT to his execution, or like what's another one? The lion saw. The lion saw is basically like the lion tamer is basically Walls of Jericho, or it's just
Right.
another variation of the Boston Crab.
And then you have Rusev, who does the camel clutch for his finishing move, but it's called the Accolade whenever he does it. Because Rusev is like 300 pounds.
Or the Fault Nelson is the Master Lock from Chris Masters. Yeah.
You basically steal somebody else's move and you put your own spin on it. Ultimately,
basically, if you're not creative enough, yeah.
Basically, like when Sasuke used the Lion's Barrage after fighting Lee in Naruto.
Yeah. You just go ahead and you make the move your own.
That could be a really funny heel idea where you basically you get called out for being uncreative and you just steal their shtick.
Yeah, you do.
It would be
like
funny,
the entire thing is you're trying to be popular, so you copy other faces or more popular heels.
I mean, that did happen. I mean, Booker T accused The Rock of stealing his move he called the book end, which he used in WCW. So
did you say, yeah, and I made it better. You suck at it, man. Watch this.
Your next style is shoot style, which is a fighting style that looks real enough. You're targeting people's joints with this move. You're targeting their elbows, their shoulders, their knees, their legs, moves that look like they legitimately hurt, and it's because if you botch them, they will. Stuff
and
like...
on top of that, some of these are actual combat moves. They're just changed up so that you have a chance of not injuring them.
The double leg takedown.
Yeah, so back then in the day when wrestling was real, they called these guys hookers. And hookers were basically guys that could actually beat you in a match anytime they wanted, really quickly. All they had to do was get you into position where they got you locked into that move, and you're done.
Yeah,
walked away from my computer for a couple moments, and that's what I come back to hearing hooker. You can't tell me wrestling doesn't have a sexual bent to it.
There is. It's basically gay baby version of soap opera.
There is, yeah.
There's also hookers in rugby too.
Correct.
So I'm hearing here is basically every contact sport is just gore for it.
It's manly, not homoerotic.
I think both cricket and baseball. I think originally cricket and baseball used to call pitchers who specialized in curveball hookers.
So that's why the French like this stuff so much. All right, I got it.
I'm joking.
Your next style is attack style, which is just full on out offense. You're just throwing yourself into somebody again and again. You've got the spear, you've got the super kicks. You're just throwing yourself into a guy as hard as you can.
Well, attack style is not really using wrestling. It's more like most of your moves are strikes as opposed to just like grabs. So like they'll use kicks, drop kicks, and like strikes
combos,
and chops.
You're not a grappler. You're more prone to lashing out with an elbow. Or
striker is also what they're called.
Yeah, striker style is kind of what it is. Like CM Punk is more of a striker style, I'd say.
And in women's wrestling, Asuka would be one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where she's able to chain all these different hits together. You sort of watch a Tekken match whenever you see Asuka fight.
Yeah, I would say Steve Blackman is also one of them. Or
next one is the high flyer, where I feel
these
like
ones are fun. They're basically their careers can go either amazingly or tragically.
Or they just hurt themselves in the first match and they're fucked.
You just jump off the post, you jump off the ropes, you jump high in the air, and you smash into a guy.
Sounds like fun.
Yep, I mean, think of like guys like Rey Mysterio or Jeff Hardy. Any luchador, really.
Yeah, Penta, Javon Evans.
These kind of guys. Justin Liger.
Those guys are very fun to watch. And
these are
AJ
usually
Styles.
the most fun to watch because they fucking dance around.
These are the cruiserweights, you could call them.
These are the guys that Vince McMahon traditionally fucked because they didn't have the math to be the star in his mind.
Yeah, because they didn't know how to promote the cruiserweights. They had no idea what the cruiserweight was.
No, they could have. They easily could have. It's just Vince McMahon's an idiot when it comes to anything but big, clunky wrestler, man.
Yeah, he's got his favorites. Next up is the catch style, which is all technical submissions. You didn't really have these guys until around the 90s when UFC started taking off.
You kind of did back in like the 70s when it was a little more classical.
Yeah,
when you actually...
Yeah, you're trying to get a guy to tap out with these kind of moves.
These are the guys that take you on the ground and essentially make it look like they're going to have their way with you.
Like it
But
seems very
These are the these
Yeah,
are,
but
these are the homoerotic specialists.
Yeah,
like the cat style is very similar to the shoot style, I think.
Yeah,
but-
well, yeah, similar principle. It's just instead of trying to cripple them, you're trying to force submissions. Like this is what's a more clean version of it,
you're trying to like suffocate them and have them pass out. Of
Right,
course,
you
the
try-
match.
you
which
wanna
actually
make them-
happened on a talk show once.
Yeah,
He's
You
just
wanna make
sleeping. He's just sleeping.
You want to make them tap. You don't want to break their shit.
see, if you're looking for a jack of all trades style, is the freestyle, where this is basically for wrestlers that I could not think about categorizing anywhere else. Is what I did for
Basically,
the
people
freestyle.
who mix and match either because they don't specialize in a style or just you need a certain move sets to work.
Or you do stuff like Eddie Guerrero does, where you lie, you cheat, and you steal for the entire match.
Yeah. Like I would say the Hardy Boys are very freestyle.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy,
Yeah, Jeff Hardy is very freestyle.
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles actually. I would even say like R-Truth is also very freestyle too.
Oh yeah, when they finally use R-Truth for something.
When the user Booker T was also very freestyle as well. Actually, I think it was more striker style, to be honest.
That's the thing with freestyling. So it kind of blends in together because you can easily
Yeah.
become a specialist, especially depending on if they rework your angle. Because that's the other thing.
Yeah, most
The way
freestyler.
you're represented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say most freestylers are people who have wrestled all over the place in different leagues. Like they've been to Japan, they've been to Mexico, they've been to Canada. They've been everywhere, and they've picked up. They've learned from
Taking
all
little
different
pieces
places.
and add them to
They'll either
themselves.
pick up a move, or alternatively, another way a freestyler can happen is after an injury, which means that they're less likely to do certain moves. They might change up their style specifically so they don't aggravate an injury.
Right.
Yeah.
The next step is your technicals, where these are wrestlers that focus on flawless form and psychology. They aim to master every hold, every counter, every pin. Your practice makes perfect kind of wrestler, as well as going forward with this one.
If Joe Satriani was a technical wrestler, if Joe Satriani was a wrestler, he would be a technical wrestler.
Where Bret Hart was the guy I was thinking about when it came to this.
He's one of the first examples because there's
Bret
a reason he needed a manager because he was shit on the mic, but
Yeah.
he was a
Yeah.
goddamn good wrestler.
But yeah,
And then-
like Bret Hart, but also Chris Benoit. was
Right.
Also
Yeah.
a big one.
He was extremely proficient at it.
And then your last one is the weapon style, which is your garbage wrestler, which is another term. Where
It could be interesting if you play it up like like this is better for heels usually because it kind of weapons when you bring them in that indicates you suck at your job and you're just trying to get in a cheap win.
you're trying to do something crazy.
I throw trash all over the ring.
Now start eating
Exactly.
garbage.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like,
Eating garbage.
Where Kyle, this is what New Jack was, for example. That you can't wrestle with a dam, and every single compilation you saw of New Jack is just him smashing a crutch over somebody's head.
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
I mean, I think everybody in ECW was this style. So like, because
Basically,
You had to at least pick up elements of it.
well, like they all had their own weapons. Like Sandman had his like 2x4, and like Rob Van Dam, well, he has the Van Daminator with his steel chair, and
right.
Raven, and then Raven came out with a shopping cart, I think one time, and just like threw shit in the ring.
Yes. And we had a callback to that with Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, with weapon style, I already came up with a fun idea for a shithead heel that's like a Samichi that basically uses vicissitude to make knives out of their knuckle bones or whatever that they palm fake knives and they pretend it's like hidden on their body.
You have to pull out my skin.
Like
Alright,
weapon
I'm
style.
about to dip out. I'll have fun talking about definitely not gay porn.
There it is. Codeine crazy. There it goes.
It's not
I mean,
pornography. It's the man's version of soap operas, which is far lamer.
I mean,
Right.
weapon style is kind of. I wouldn't really consider it a style as more as a persona. I think because you could argue that Perry Saturn who had a weapon style when he brought Moppy into the game,
Right.
and same with Al Snow with that mannequin head.
Ow.
To the ring. Al Snow, yeah.
It could also be an interesting idea where if you want to get, say, a smaller wrestler a little more fame, what you could have him be is like I'm envisioning what called the Giant Killer, where it's like you get a manlet, you get like a little highly technical manlet, and just give them a slight reach weapon like a stick.
Yeah.
You can do something out of that.
Yep. Well, I mean, Tommy Jr. had his Singapore cane that just made a big snapping noise every time you just whipped something.
Yeah, like it doesn't really hurt. Like the entire point is it makes a loud noise, and they wince, and you can just play it up like kung fu or whatever.
And then Kyle, say you don't want to go for a combat role. You can be a manager, you can be a trainer, or
managers
you can be a
are really fun. Like, to give you an idea, managers are hilarious. They're mostly used for a lot of their antics are usually more for heel shit, but when you do it right, they're very fun.
You had Paul Bearer with the Undertaker, who was like the zombie that carried around the urn that contained Undertaker's essence.
Essentially controlling him so that
you had Mr. Fuji, who just had that cane.
Oh, I loved Yokozuna.
Bobby the Brain Heenan, come on.
Bobby the Brain Heenan, because he was just so quick on the witted,
quick on the mic, quickly able to change around. Then the guy who played up being a pimp, that guy.
Oh yeah, the Godfather, but he was more of a wrestler though. But like Vicky Guerrero, who's just annoying.
Excuse me.
And played just the Karen very well.
You only have those anymore with WWE. You just have Paul Heyman. That's it.
I think maybe bringing them back might not be a terrible idea.
Bring back Vicky Guerrero.
Oh no, bring
back the good managers.
It also allows you to, if you have a wrestler that's not necessarily hot on a mic, you can just kind of. That's the point of a manager.
Exactly.
Right.
To make them look good. Exactly.
Basically, if you have a guy like Bret Hart who he can wrestle his heart out, or he looks damn good doing it, but can't do a promo worth of shit, you have this guy speak for them, or gal.
Right.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, if they're okay, they can get pumped up. Macho Man started with kind of a manager with his girlfriend.
Oh, don't know about the Macho Man. Oh fuck! All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this match going.
Oh god.
We're not doing a trainer. And last but not least, there's trainers, which they sometimes can show up on promos that you don't really see them on screen that much.
Trainers can also fall into the manager kind of side as well, but I mean, I wouldn't say that they're actually something all themselves.
You might see them in like if you see them cut a promo, sometimes you'll see them in the background. Like they're more just for B-roll. Like if you're showing like I've been training my heart, you'd show them like with a trainer.
Yeah.
But you can also have general managers as well.
Yeah, and then you have the bookie, who's the guy who writes the script and decides who wins a match.
Yep. Different from a writer. Writers and bookies are two different things.
Yeah.
And then we got all the styles, but we don't need to really talk about that, do we?
Yeah. Now we're fine with that. We can. All right. And of course, in case you're wondering what else is in this, I'm not necessarily going to go over in this episode. I've got rules for triple threats, for fatal four ways, for free for alls, for tag team matches. I have a tag rule set in here. I have a kayfabe meter. I have a shooting meter, where Kyle, if you shoot too many times, if you go off script too many times, they're going to fire you. Or because it's Pentex, even worse.
And on top of that, the gimmick matches, they're a lot more deadly since you're supernatural usually. Not always, but on higher stage ones, like say a pay-per-view match, they'll do something interesting, like that electric match, the electric bars match.
Yes.
Those might actually just be draining your life essence.
Electric bars match, tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Or what if it's two vampires fighting, there could be a sunlight match where like stay in the ring or else you'll be hit by sunlight.
Not really, because Pentex doesn't want the reveal to be a thing. They have a special class where they basically play up that these are like you could do what's called a forbidden technique, where if it's allowed for the match, you can use something like a gift, a discipline, or even your spheres.
Right.
But it's limited. And then there's the Supernaturals one, which are more just to farm data or for high-profile people who are in. These are more like black site matches.
And of course, I have our own version of WrestleMania 2. ECW called it barely legal. I called it possibly criminal in this book.
Not bad. Also, on top of that, another thing in this book, they talk about how stables work and the way Pentex, essentially, you're never going to have long-term friends. Because, like in wrestling, stables don't last forever.
Now, kind of what a stable is, it's your version of a vampire coterie or a werewolf pack. It's a team of wrestlers, so to speak.
Examples include the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, the Hart Foundation,
the NWO,
an odd one to reference, the Bolsheviks.
Degeneration
when they were a
X,
thing.
Degeneration X, Evolution,
the Corporation, the Authority.
The Authority is a good one. The NWO.
The Authority was a terrible one. It almost ruined the business.
Yeah.
So
We're going to keep giving the win to Triple H every match. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Which is called
Ivan,
overselling, yeah.
go ahead and make your entrance.
All right, so
All right,
I was
get you in.
hit the music.
Yes. The music bot's broken.
The bot's broken, so you just gotta play it up.
There it is. You the viewer, add in your own music.
As what happens is a smaller than you'd expect. It's not necessarily the big guy. He's more of a swimmer's build. Comes down to the sound of kind of annoying Europop dressed in swagger. Swaggering in. Probably to a mixture of cheers, mostly booze, probably because I'm playing this guy as a heel somewhat, and he's just kind of mean mugging the crowd, just kind of laughing. The entire thing about him is, he's just kind of trying to draw in heat by being a jackass, by basically mean mugging, and then he just kind of gets on the mic, and he goes, "Well, it seems that I finally have something fun to play with. I have been out there doing my I've been out there on business, been out there dealing with your corrupt capitalist garbage, and I find myself in need for something more interesting. Bring me something worth a fight. Bring me something worthy of me."
Tyler Bassett, what have you got involved into?
I'm wondering time myself. Fuck now.
And we're doing a triple threat match. All right, everybody get ready.
Oh boy.
Hey, man, you ring announcers suck. The commentary sucks.
Your commentary's deader than I. Your commentary is as dead as this crowd. I should run the ring, not you, announcer, man.
We got three men in the ring tonight. We've got El Diablo Verde from Mexico. We've got Ivan Tokarev from East Europe. I'm not sure what part of East Europe was he from again. And we got.
I am from glorious Kharkiv.
We got it from that place. I'm not sure where that is, but he lives there. And we got Tyler Bassett as well, who's our favorite underdog from Ridgecrest, New York.
I'm gonna pull a fucking beer out of my pocket, crack it up, crack a hole in it with my claw, and then shotgun it in front of everybody.
As he's playing homage to Stone Cold Steve Austin. We knew he was a fan the entire time.
Also, if you were wondering, I've been chain smoking the whole time.
Nice. Just to roughen up your voice for it.
What city are we in tonight?
Let's say Greenville, South Carolina.
Ew.
Okay, so
each one of you roll a d10.
Oh, d10 plus awareness?
Yes. Your alertness score, yeah.
1d10 plus...
it's just going to be a flat 1d10.
Oh, no, Dan.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, jeez.
This is going to be a
Still better.
fucking match.
Well, nobody did well.
No, we were like shit.
No, I did the best with no modifier.
Let's see, at turn, then at turn. There it is.
I'm ruling this as essentially we're trying to build up because the announcers, they seem to have been possessed by a Bane spirit and may have overdosed.
He's become diseased. All right, going into this. Ivan Tokarev gets a running start. Your move.
Alrighty, let's take a look at some of the options because I'm not familiar with this sort of stuff.
He hops into the ring.
Hops into the ring. Slav squats.
Of course, both of you are in Hobbit form. Roughly
Correct.
assuming.
Yeah.
No, otherwise.
I can only be in Hobbit form.
Now, 3 men in this ring. We've got Ivan Tokarev and El Diablo Verde with a small history with each other. These men have gone back and forth numerous times. Tyler Bassett is the X Factor in this ring. We've never seen Tyler Bassett perform. This is a very unusual debut, but this is what he... I don't write the script. The bookers do.
I made sure to give them an extra benefit for this one. By the end of this night, I will take that mask and sell it for a high price.
That gets me angry. Then I just start like I start speaking in Spanish and start pointing at to go. Just start pointing. Well, and then Tyler will have to basically hold me back as I'm just going.
He's still stop squatting. He's actually kind of just showing. He's just not even he's not even engaged. He's basically showing disrespect by essentially slowly getting into things.
You're just going to taunt him?
Yeah, come on.
All right,
Unless you don't have the werewolf ball to take me.
Let's see you do this. Give me manipulation and performance, please.
Good thing I made one of those a decent skill set.
Let's see one of those. He's going to go ahead, piss somebody off in the crowd. All right,
Yes,
there
he
we go.
is.
With that kind of heat going on, all right, with that promo shot, momentum 1. Let's see, go ahead, keeping track of the meter for you. Ivan, thank you for the move. Tyler, your move.
All right.
See what you
Take
got.
that mask you want. I'm going to beat you to it, first of all. I'm going to see if I can, given that he's squatting down, I'm going to see if I can use his shoulders as a springboard to jump on over to friggin' to Verde over here.
Let's see you go.
I haven't heard any bell yet, by the way.
Yes, I ain't heard no bell.
I don't know.
Heard no bell?
Has the match actually started, or am I fucking
There,
things
the
up?
bell has gone off, yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna see if I can use Ivan as a springboard.
Dexterity athletics, please.
Tight. Dex athletics.
He goes in for a running start, seeing if he can jump off of Ivan's shoulders. See, difficulty
Beautiful.
7, if you
Holy
wouldn't mind.
shit!
Absolutely. As he goes flying over to Elbow Verde, give me another dexterity athletics roll, please.
All right.
See, give me that 7d10 again.
Oh!
Amazing.
As
Tyler.
you're caught. You're
There's
caught in the
nice
arms of El
bump.
Diablo Verde.
There's
Tyler,
the
you have been
Tyler we
grappled.
all know and love.
All right, El Diablo Verde, your move.
All right, I'm just going to let's see. I'm going to with him catching him, I'm going to go backwards to the ropes and then use them, basically using the momentum as the ropes with him in my hand, and then I coming back and then throwing Tyler back at him.
Let's go ahead. You sling him forward. Strength athletics, please.
All right.
See,
Strength
as he-
athletics.
He is rubber. He is glue. What bounces off him will stick to you.
I'm basically rolling 5 dice twice, so it's just easier.
See, just go ahead.
Botch.
See, there's a botch as you throw Tyler, who just rolls onto the floor.
I'll use a willpower.
See, use a willpower.
If I have some willpower here, yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Let's see you pull this off.
So I'm re-rolling 1.
Yep.
See, go ahead. Let's see you pull off this dice roll. He's going back. Try to fix it again. We have a success.
All right.
See, Ivan, can you parry this?
What would that be?
Strength athletics, please.
Right.
See you pull this off. As you're over here squatting. You got over this.
Yes.
See, as you go ahead, you throw Tyler over here. Once again, you spring up. You catch Tyler. You got a case of hot potato going on in the ring, ladies and
Basically,
gentlemen.
I'm now a weapon, is what I am.
Ivan,
And
your move.
And at that point, I simply go, no one's getting that mask except me. As I proceed to, since I have you, I'm going to use my legs to essentially trip you
Oh, shit.
onto the floor so that you eat dirt.
All right, going for the slam. Give me the strength athletics, please.
All right.
See, give him the
I can
slam.
just re-roll that. I can just re-roll the same die. So
Pulls off. All right, Tyler, you are slammed down to the ground. All right, Tyler, with you on the floor. Momentum 2. See, go ahead. Tyler.
as I begin working on your knee to essentially try to make it look like you can't walk.
See, Tyler, as you feel absolute hell on your knees. Oh, that's terrible. Is Tyler going to be able to walk after this match?
So how does he have my knee in a lock?
It's not intentionally trying to kill you. I'm just
I know.
trying to make. But
I'm
it's
trying to
rough.
sell it.
You're gonna need
No,
to try to kick out since I might.
Yeah.
be
So do
able to
you do like a
submit
cell check or
See, Tyler, roll charisma and performance, please.
Okay. Charisma 4, performance 1. Okay.
See, piece this together, Tyler. See, yeah, he's doing it well. Tyler beginning to catch on to what's going on in this ring. Is he over here? Oh, just absolute hell on his knees, ladies and gentlemen. See, Tyler, you still have an action you can make.
Okay, so how is he? Does he have like his foot on my knee, or do you have like me in a leg lock?
I'm situated in a way that if you kick off, you can reversal me.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can turn this around with a kickoff. Let's see what I can do.
Because again, the entire thing about it is, I'm trying to lose to make you look good.
The contested between the two of you, strength athletics.
All right.
See, difficulty 8 in this roll.
All right.
See, pull this off.
60.
Oh, it's a success on your end.
Oof.
Tyler, you suck.
Fuck it. I'm burning willpower on this.
Done with this. All right, Tyler, go ahead. Re-roll that one.
All right. Can I
See,
get
pull
it?
this off. See, and he manages to roll and kick him off. Just go ahead. You get Ivan off of you.
Don't mind me. This is a charisma performance just to make it look like I just got sucker punched. As I absolutely sell the fucking betrayal. Like, you see me roll.
As both men are on the ground, El Diablo Verde, your move.
Am I on the ground or is just the?
No,
you caught
you're
me and
still
threw me
standing.
back at Ivan.
All right.
People are popping for you since I'm eating shit.
Yes.
All right.
Momentum 3.
All right. I'm going to like put my arm put up my arms in the air to just kind of signal the crowd, and then I'm going to do a signature move and hit the ropes. Then go back to Ivan. I'm just going to do a flying elbow onto the knee, turning it into like a knee hold.
Oh, here it comes. Flying elbow, ladies and gentlemen. Can he hit it? Dexterity and brawl, please.
Dexterity and brawl.
Dexterity and brawl, yeah.
All right.
It's basically a strike that turns into a submission move.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn.
Pretty good.
So you just go along with that.
And I'm going to exploit my shoot style to... Oh, whoopsie doopsie.
Ooh. 1,010. See,
I'll use the willpower to reroll that one.
Just go in. See, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes from El Diablo Verde. It is 1, 2, 3 successes from Ivan. Not enough.
Fair enough.
Ivan, you try to reach, but El Diablo Verde lands on your knees and grabs him.
Oh, it's just one knee.
As word of the day is knees, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's going for each other's knees. See, momentum 4.
And I'm going to spend a blood point.
Blood point.
Actually, you know what? I got him in a submission lock. I think I'm good.
All right, got it.
I don't need to take an extra turn.
All right, Ivan, you're being submitted.
Will he tap?
No. God, no.
I
can't parry, but I'm going to try to...
Go for the ropes?
I'm going to try to...
Go for the ropes.
So if you want to break... You can either reverse... To get out of a submission, you can either reverse it or try and reach for the ropes.
Well, I'm playing heel, so I think ropes would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Let's see, make for these ropes. Strength athletics, please.
All right.
Let's see, you go for the scroll.
I almost accidentally did. It was 1,700 D10. That would have been
1,700.
That is a success.
All right, with that, enough of that. You are able to reach over to the ropes and you break out. He's grabbing the ropes. He must let go.
Where's the ref?
Trying to use moves that I perfected. What a joke.
Well, with that rope break, El Diablo Verde goes back to the middle of the ring. Tyler Bassett, what's he going to do next?
All right, seeing that they're distracted, Tyler's going to try and get up back behind El Verde, and he's going to wrap an arm around him and see if he can. What's that move where you like throw your arm around somebody's neck and then drop both of you? What was that?
RKO.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and RKO him.
A neck. Oh, you mean like a neck breaker?
Yep.
Okay.
See you pull this off. Strength athletics, please. Difficulty 8.
Mine, big man.
See you pull this off. He's doing one of those RKO compilations from back in 2016.
All right. So it's hang on.
Strength athletics, please.
Strength athletics 3.
Strength athletics. Can he hit it?
Oh boy.
He can.
Holy shit.
As you go ahead, grab El Diablo Verde, you slam him down for an RKO.
Oh, damn.
We have hit momentum 5.
All right, so I'll try to sell that.
All right.
Um,
Charisma performance, please. Go ahead, hit that. Yep, doing well, doing well. It's sold. If it's cold, it's sold. See, as Ivan's managing to work his way up, Tyler Bassett, you're on the ground. El Diablo Verde, you're on the ground. El Diablo Verde, your move. Hit him with that massive RKO. El Diablo Verde's hurt, ladies and gentlemen. Can he pull it off? Slowly making his way back up. Let's see, with faded breath and faded anticipation.
Just top it, man, to be better for both of us.
Did say about using the blood point.
So is it my turn or is it?
It is.
It is your turn.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a blood point, and and I'll use celerity to get myself an extra turn to. I'm going to try and groin him, and then go and.
You're going to groin him.
Oh God.
Well, it's a toe kick. It's a toe.
Right.
It's a toe kick. So it's not the groin. It's just the stomach. So.
All right, got it. All
So
right, go ahead. Dexterity brawl, please.
All right.
All right, the move connects. Tyler, you've been kicked.
Oh, and then with him groin, that'll give me enough of a jump for me to hit him with the Hurricane Runner.
All right, Tyler, you're trying to put your guts back into place.
Yep.
El Diablo Verde runs in. Dexterity athletics, please. Is comes in. Yeah, the luchador move, as that is a success. That's all you really need. El Diablo Verde jumps, wraps his legs around your neck, and slings you down to the ground. As we have hit momentum 6.
And I'm going to try and go in for a pin. I know it's going to kick out, but it adds drama.
All right, let's go ahead. As Tyler Bassett, roll charisma performance, please.
All right, charisma performance.
As it looks like you've been hit with an absolutely devastating Hurricanrana.
Yep.
Is this in for Tyler Bassett?
60.
The pinfall is going in.
Oh, wait, no,
It's
that's
a
5d10.
1. It's a 2. Kick out at 2. The match is still on, ladies.
His side to make it look like he's struggling against it.
As Ivan Tokarev is back on his feet, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll argue with the referee and just say it was 3.
It is now time to do.
Don't check it out just yet.
It's now time to do a signature move, which is a I'm just gonna jokingly call it the foot dive because it's a drop kick.
Foot dive.
Foot dive.
Let's see who hit this. Who are we aiming this at?
Just to ensure that I have someone to distract him so I can win, aka so I can lose later.
Dexterity brawl, please.
Thank you.
Let's see, just go ahead, gear up for this. Dexterity brawl. Just go ahead, gear up.
Reroll the 1.
Let's see, yeah.
Actually, no, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a success for a kick. As El Diablo Verde, let's see you sell this. Charisma performance, please.
Okay.
Just go ahead. Yep, you managed to sell a move as you're kicked. You end up stumbling over Tyler and fall to the floor.
Essentially, the entire thing of Ivan's signature moves are mostly in his legs.
He's managed just to kick him down to the ground. We have hit momentum 7. So here it is. We're getting hot, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd is going absolutely wild. Ivan coming back in for it's like a second wind. Tyler, what do you got to say about that?
Oh,
Yes,
sure.
Tyler,
Now that I've done all the hard work, you decide to step in and pitch in, eh?
And he just laughs, saying, "Excellent. Let's continue this teamwork."
What do you say?
And he shrugs and he just goes on to. Besides, after you beat him or I beat him, you're next.
Hey, Tyler, what'd you say? What'd you say? You and him take the trash out so you and I can finish this ourselves.
In your dreams, pretty boy. And I'm going to head on over, get up on the rope, and I'm going to try to land a fatal blow on Diablo Verde.
You're going to land a frog splash. Let's see you get it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Dexterity athletics, please.
All right. Dex athletics. Dex 4. Athletics 3. Cool.
Just go ahead. Climb onto the ropes. little bit shaky when you just get up, but nope. That's 2 successes you need. You land smack down right on top of El Delbo Verde. With that, we got a. Can I get a charisma performance roll from El Delbo Verde? This looks like a pin. Is it enough? Is it enough to take him away?
Got a
I think
9.
that's I think that's the roll.
That's
yeah,
the
that
roll.
and at 10 and 10, kick out at 2.
I'd say 2.5.
2.5. We're getting close. Adalbo Verde, your guts are falling out of your stomach. Your move.
All right. I'm gonna try and let's see. I'm gonna try and get up and see if I can. Let's
See what you
see.
got.
I'll actually
Momentum 8, by the way.
momentum 8. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Let's see.
if
I'm
they-
going to see if I can. I'm going to see if I can strike back, and I'm going to try and slam him over the ropes.
Oh,
See,
God.
slam over the ropes. You're going to send him out of the ring. Get him out of here. Dexterity and
Yeah.
roll, please. See, going for a swing. With a big swing, Tyler, you're flying out of the ring.
Oh, God.
As you roll over your shoulders, you roll into your back out of the ring.
All right. Spending another blood point. I'm going to be pointing at Ivan over there,
All right.
and I'm saying that he's next, and I'm going to be going to the ropes, and going to
Spring
be
it off.
springing off to him. But instead of actually hitting him, I'm actually just going to be cutting him. I'm using that momentum to get him into an Irish whip, to get him into the bouncing of the ropes, so that there will be a, so that I can get into a very a luchador kind of a schoolboy role.
See, Dex Athletics, please.
Yep,
Dex Athletics, cool.
See, just go ahead. Give this
Because I
man a
might
little.
not get into the.
Uh, he
looks
is
good.
slung. Here comes that ludicrous speed that we see from El Delbo Verde. Ivan, as you're launched into the ropes, you did spring off.
And let's see if I can cross counter. That was with 3, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
See here.
That is also, I'm re-rolling the 1, so I don't have the success, the failure eaten. There we go.
See here. As El Delbo Verde, you're
And
countered.
I have a gift that allows, if I get matched, because I am a Shadow Lord,
Oh,
right.
Oh, CC
a
Edge.
match equals
Or-
a win for me. As he
As-
cheekily grins, going, "Thanks for the move. Thanks for the move, flyer. Thanks for the move. Thanks for the move. No, is it? Thanks for the move. Sayonara, gearhead."
Just go ahead. Ivan, you may capitalize off your attack. What do you do?
I'm going
Buenas noches, not sayonara.
and he says, "Hey, you're all the same." As I'm going to Irish whip you back.
See,
Hopefully, if you roll bad enough, I can get you out of the ring.
Dexterity and athletics, please. And with this,
That's you.
with this, see, El Delbo Verde, can you resist this dexterity athletics of your own? See here, as you're able to catch yourself before you're flung out of the ring.
All right.
You turn around. Looks like we're getting everything's getting hot, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting hot in the ring. Tyler Bassett. As he slowly manages to get onto his feet. Tyler, what do you do?
Seeing that Verde is right here, and seeing that there's a fan right here, do any of them have a beer on them?
See a
Oh,
fan.
fantastic!
Just go over to there. Yeah, looks like somebody's got beer.
All right, let me grab a swig real quick.
Gears
Go
are
ahead.
underneath the mat of the ring.
Just go ahead, take a drink of somebody's beer.
I'll get you back, man. Cheers. And then I'm going to run on up, and I'm going to see if I can jump up onto the edge of the ring and repeat the move that I think Diablo Verde did to me at first, which was, I think Verde was the one who did the leg lock, like throw me over his shoulders. Or was that something that Ivan did?
That was Ivan.
That was Ivan. Well, seeing Ivan do it, I want to see if I can use him to like get him out of the ring and put me back into the ring.
You're gonna sling him out of the ring.
Basically, that's what I'm going to try to do.
See here, dexterity athletics, please.
This is going to be a rough one, so. Okay.
So you pull this
Dex
off.
Athletics, that's 70-10.
Give him the sling.
Oh, baby.
Beautiful.
All right, we're rolling high night. As you manage to, as you sling yourself into the ring, you sling Verde out of the ring. We have no idea what that move is called, but you did it.
That was a
It's
fancy ass move. I'll have to borrow that one from you again.
Well, you have to think about a name for that one.
It's basically it's called the shoulder throw.
Yeah. Has you been shoulder thrown? El Jabba Verde, your move. We have hit momentum 9. We're getting close.
All right, I'm going to well, I have to sell it. That's the thing. So I'm just gonna have to slowly get up myself up.
Right.
I'm looking over to the crowd for any kind of reaction.
They're saying, "Get up! Get up! You gotta get up!"
Yeah, they're invested. We have not really had a botch once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to just kind of start getting up. Yeah. And just kind of just like hold myself up and just kind of like spin around, just like throwing my arms in the air at the crowd. And then I'm going to dive into the ring.
Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna dive over to the top rope, and
Right.
I'm going to hit Tyler with a diving crossbody.
All
Oh,
right,
God.
let's see you hit this. Dexterity athletics, please. Difficulty 8. See you pull this up. Oh no!
Ooh, that's messy.
Willpower.
See you pull this off. Let's see. I need 2 rolls from you. See, there's 2 dice or 3 dice, depending on how many you want to re-roll. With that, it's good enough. It's 1 success.
All right.
As you leap into the ring, Tyler, you're not to the ground by El Jabba Verde.
Ugh.
As with that move, we have hit momentum 10.
And with that, it is now time to it's time to end this.
See, I
As
haven't
he's
pulled this
going
off.
to use his own variation of a brain buster to try to finish off. He's aiming for his rival.
Brain
gonna
buster.
try a
That's
brain
my
buster.
favorite move.
And it's slightly refluffed and it's known as let me think. I don't want to call it the Tsar Bomba, but
No, I think you should. I think you should absolutely call it
the
the
Tsar
Sarbomba.
Bomba. Yeah, let's call it the Tsar Bomba.
See, pull this off. We see Ivan coming in. Is this it? Is this it, ladies and gentlemen? Is this a Zarbomba?
What do I need?
See, strength athletics, please.
Well, the thing is, problem is though that I'm kind of on the floor. I need to be up and standing in order for you to actually use the move.
Oh, then that means I'm higher than you, so missile drop kick. So that would I would instead do the missile drop kick instead.
All right, strength and brawl, please.
I think that's the same stat. Let me just double check because some of my stats are a bit off.
So you're running for this.
Yep. So the missile drop kick, I'm going to tentatively call the. I don't know what to call it.
See, look at this. The missile barrage.
I think. Oh no, I got it. The Katyusha, named after the missile trucks.
With 3 successes. All right, El Jabba Verde, can you get out of this? Strength athletics from you. Difficulty 8, please.
And I forgot to be adding potence to my rolls. So
Well, yeah, I wanted you to save this. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Oh
there we
my
go.
God.
That is
You
0.
can reverse this into your own finisher. But the entire point is I was supposed to lose here.
Negative
So I just
1, 0.
I just caught that
1,
midair.
2,
Oh, yeah,
3,
and you have
4,
me.
5, 6, 5, 6. 6 successes with that. Yep. El Jabba Verde, you catch the missile dropkick.
Reverse it into your own finisher. Finish me.
Yep. I'm gonna be with you midair, grabbing your feet. I'm just gonna be spinning and spinning and spinning until I throw you.
Let's see. He goes ahead. He tosses him into the middle of the ring.
And
that,
let me sell this as best as I can. I'm going to use my willpower just to ensure.
Oh, the Katyusha has gone horribly wrong, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over. It's all over.
It's over.
He's washed. Chatty's rocked.
Reroll the 1.
Yeah. You really sell it. You look like you're not the fuck out.
You see me froth the mouth, drunkenly try to get up before just falling and slightly twitching.
See, Tyler, can you pull it off where he has failed?
So I'm out.
See it. Tyler, can you do it?
Tyler's going to really slowly heave himself back up to his feet, knowing that this guy is not messing around. Hang on, what was the rule for Cronus form? Am I not allowed to do that or no?
Unless like it's an established gimmick for the match.
So I
think
imagine
you might
it
be
isn't
able
in
to
this
get
one.
away with a subtle, like if you can get away like with a really clever Glabro, you might be able to get a claw in.
And you can use rage to give yourself multiple actions.
That's
or a
true.
rage, yeah.
Okay.
I worked mostly human simply just to sell the image better.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You can also use partial transformation to transform part of your limbs to give yourself like some extra dice.
Right.
Essentially, that's the only thing I used was a gift, and that was just because it was the near finisher.
Right.
So Diablo Verde is standing then?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Okay. So I'm standing, he's standing.
Yeah, think about this one.
You know, even though my thing is attack, I've been using a lot of flies for this match in particular.
Right.
But the RKOs seem to work, but I want to modify it since we're right next to the ropes. I'm going to take a step back, and then I'm using some momentum, bounce off the ropes, and then just do kind of like a flying tackle to just like take him down.
All right. Strength athletics, please.
Okay.
Sure.
Strength athletics.
See difficulty 8.
Roll.
Can you do it?
60-10.
Can he hit the move?
Let me grab that one willpower real quick because we're
There's
at momentum
2 successes
10.
at the moment. He's doing in for the roll.
All right.
Just need to
D10.
get rid of the one. Oh,
All
that's
right.
4.
4 successes it is. Double Verde, you were slam jammed down to the ground.
And then I'm going to burn a rage to try and like put him into an arm bar and pin him.
All right. So you're going with this. Strength athletics again.
An armbar is not a pin; it's a submission.
Oh,
right.
well, submission. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that then.
Go to Juji Katame.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead. Give me that same roll you just did.
Okay.
Can you pull this off? Look at this. El Delbar Verde, can you break out of this strength athletics?
Well, I'm very close to the rope, so I'm just going to take my hand and put it on the rope.
Dexterity athletics, please. So I just need...
Oh my god.
Yeah, but that you're out. Delbar Verde, he thought he could take you out with that.
Yeah.
You gotta show him what's good.
I just kind of put my finger up and just like go, nah,
Is El Delbar Verde your move?
All right. I get up, but I'm picking him up with me by like the scruff of his hair.
By the arm.
I'm going to hit him with the body press drop, throwing him and I'm going to be throwing them over the ropes, but onto the announce table.
All right, let's see here.
So, like,
Strength
all
athletics,
the way
please.
across. Jesus Christ. So you can like drag me across?
You'll be reverse Devon Evans. Yeah, with those successes, absolutely. You fling him across and he hits the table.
And then one more celerity dot to basically bring myself up to the top rope and and I'm just ready in action when waiting for Ivan to basically slowly get up.
Ivan looks like he's knocked out.
Is he knocked out?
Yeah,
because we're at momentum 10 and that was a finisher, I'm out.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be a finisher on me too. I just got thrown into the table.
All right. So then I'll
Tables
go in
are usually finishers.
All right. So then I'll just go in for a let's see. I'll just go in I don't know, a
frog splash.
Froggy. I'll go Froggy.
All right. Dexterity athletics, please. You just need to land one success. That's a success. That's more than you needed.
And then I'll go in for a cover.
Ivan, you're selling?
Let me do so. Because the entire thing is he lost. He's a sore loser.
Yeah. So going with this. Charisma performance one more time. Going with this. 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. And that Wraith referee that's been there the whole time.
He
lifts up my arms in victory.
Yeah.
He steps up and says, "I'll get you next time. I'll get you next time, and I know for a fact that you have made an enemy not of me, but of others in this industry.
I just
Watch
point
your
at you
back.
and curse in Spanish, and then I go over
He
to the
also
corner of my.
almost looked like he was going to sucker punch you after the match just to guarantee. Like he almost looks like he was going to throw a punch until the fact that you just loom over him because you have potence. He just disengages while pretending that he's not chickening out like a chicken shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say like meanwhile Tyler's just dead.
Yep, I am indeed. I'm staggering over. I'm gonna lift up the
I take
the thing in the ring.
I
and
take
pull
a
out
Russian
couple of-
flag that you came out with to the ring, and I just break it over my knee.
You just tear it up.
Yeah.
A slightly inhuman growl goes through. One of the only hints, like it's deeper and lower than normal, and that's the other reason he smokes so much, so that doesn't look right. And he simply says, next month, your belt and your mask is mine.
Tequila is better than vodka.
Tyler's gonna pull out a couple of beers from underneath the ring and just slap one against Ivan's chest. You guys, man.
It looks like the beginnings of a new staple has been founded. No clue on what they're going to be called, but it's going to be an interesting one.
Bond of a real American beer.
I call it the IRA for all I care.
The IRA, like the Irish Republic. That's fantastic. That is fantastic because I think the Soviets did fund them.
Yeah, exactly.
and that's how the system works, by the way.
I got it. The potato famine.
The potato famine.
Fuck you.
So yeah, that's how the system works.
Another one could be the hooligans because of the notorious Irish gang that was in England.
That's
well,
true.
yeah, that can work as well. This is the kind of game that you got here. So yeah, it's like Midnight Circus, where it's just a game system that's made more for having fun with the system.
It's similar to Street Fighter, but both more and less serious. I kind of like that. This is actually a pretty. I think this is a good way to do stress relief. Like after a long campaign, you just do a short thing, or you can turn it into an entire angle.
You can.
Angle, for those wondering, is a storyline.
Yep, that was
also
a lot of fun. I missed playing as Tyler.
We could also throw in like characters that we played in other games and just like see how they would like match up against other characters. You know, like
something for you to mess around with.
I think I did pretty good for a character I made literally 2 hours before the stream.
Yeah, I thought you did all right.
I think it'd be interesting to see Morgana go up against Ends the Road. That could be an interesting matchup.
That'd be rough.
That's a character from our Sunday game.
Yeah.
Is of course
originally I was going to bring in, because I thought all of the character sheets were werewolf. I didn't know that I could have played a vampire. I was originally going to go with a Roddy Piper take with a Fianna, but then I realized I could not do that correctly, so I didn't even try.
Can't do the voice.
I mean,
I went for more of a Nikolai Volkov, but with a gangster theme.
It worked, yeah. I don't know.
I don't need crash training. I'm very good at crashing. I crash cars, boats, planes.
You'll find the address of Nikita Koloff.
When Johnny first
the
difference
between a license and just being able to is just a few extra 100 ruble.
Yep, basically. When Johnny first mentioned that he was doing this whole like series on the server, I was thinking about, like a black spiral dancer luchador named the Banshee.
Yeah.
And so he would, get up in the ring and he would just be a dastardly villain, always talking shit, always fucking people up.
Another idea that I think would be fun is you have an Iteration X manager who is essentially redoing. Remember when Andre was under, for whatever reason, they did this entire thing called the Machines?
Yeah.
Like imagine a staple where they are all essentially cyberized supernaturals.
You could do that.
interesting.
Everything's Iteration X.
Yeah.
Like it's a staple. It basically Pentex has allowed Iteration X to do some testing in exchange for data.
It's Kyle. I just sent you a thumbnail for this video.
You know what? You actually could include the Midnight Circus and have it be like an invasion thing of Pentex versus Midnight Circus.
Oh yeah, and it could be like because they did that with they did that a few times in the 90s where they would raid each other.
Yeah.
You have Zimbra come into the ring, and as we've seen Midnight Circus live played, Zimbra was the guy that just would not go down.
Yeah.
Is it bad I'm envisioning Marcus Vitale as like the Vince McMahon equivalent, like after he lost Washington D.C.?
You remember like the screams Vince McMahon would do? Yeah.
Surprise guest behind the ring. It's Anatole. What are you doing here?
Time.
Terrorists are gonna burn down Social Vicos's house.
You could have random, because again, one of the funniest moments was, for whatever reason, Andy Warhol just was in the backstage. He got lost trying to find the bathroom, and they brought him on for a promo.
That's amazing.
It is that random stuff. Like Kyle, back in like WWF, they just had Chuck Norris in for a match.
I mean, that's
Well, he was kind of. Oh yeah, like he was actually at ringside, and then like apparently like there was one of the heels was like gonna have one of his mates come in to interrupt the match, but then like Chuck Norris just super kicks him.
Yeah, they
And
said
then,
Chuck
like,
Norris, and he was just there.
Yeah, and then his like whole gang comes out to try and like charge Chuck Norris, but then like but then they just stop and freeze like in terror because he's just like just about ready to roundhouse kick them again, and like he's basically facing down like 5 guys, and it's awesome.
Another really fun idea is just you do Ted DiBiase's $1 Million Man gimmick as a syndicate guy.
You can do that.
I mean, come on, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, you have IRS as a wrestler.
That's
Oh my
another
God,
fun
that'd be
syndicate
terrifying.
idea. No. Hear me out. And you call it the Cabal, and it's like a bunch of syndicate guys that are legitimately like, the entire thing is, the gag is they're trying to buy Pentex.
Yeah. The whole like storyline they tried doing with Donald Trump buying Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Carlos, I'm pretty sure you know about this. There was like the whole like Donald Trump arc in the early 2000s.
Oh
Like-
yeah.
I do
Like Vince-
remember like the videos of that, where he
Which
just
is a
kinda
retread
shows
of
up.
the $1 Million Man, where the idea was Ted DiBiase would just buy the title.
And then Donald Trump just like bought Raw itself, and they had to like buy Raw back from him, and that was the plot.
That was fun.
Yeah. I mean, like the match that was put place was it was Umaga versus Bobby Lashley, and the loser, whoever lost the match, would have to get their head shaved. So of course,
that one.
It was,
Yep,
it was Vince,
and,
it was Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon had his head shaved.
Because there was no Donald Trump. Legitimately, I think he refused to even consider it. So
Yeah.
he's like, "No, you're not getting rid of him. I do. It's my style. It's trademarked."
But if you look up clips of it, you can actually see Donald Trump actually charge Vince McMahon and start like.
Oh, it's fantastic.
George him tackles
Oh,
him
yeah.
down to the ground.
That's just good television.
Man, you just get this fantastic meme image where it's just Stone Cold sees Austin, Donald Trump, and Bobby Lashley all shaving Vince McMahon.
Oh my God, that's great.
Oh, no, honestly, for it's only 60 pages and it's a little bit of a work in progress. I think you could probably spin it into something like a
I
90
think it could use
pages,
more.
maybe.
I think you could update more to like the combat system and have it so that players, like the characters, have a different body parts that are like more vulnerable.
Yeah, I
And
could
there
do
are-
an update to it.
And there are wrestling moves that like there are. If anyone's ever played like a wrestling video game and has gone into the create mode, there is a list of all the names of all.
That
the
would
wrestling
have been
moves.
helpful, because I only know the names. I don't know what they look like. So
I know
Right.
I know a lot of the names of what they are called and what they look like just from the wrestling games I used to play.
And part of it involves when you select your moveset, Kyle, that you got to decide what part of the body you're targeting. Because if you're spread out across the entire body, it doesn't make any sense because you're not making any real progress.
Right.
You want wrestlers that target the neck, target the back, target limbs.
Yeah, there are roughneck moves. There are body
why I
moves.
focused on
there are
limbs
arm
as
moves.
Ivan. I focused on
Yeah.
limbs, and I emphasized that he's a kicker by inclination. Like, a lot of
Yep.
his better moves are because he uses his legs.
Yeah, you go for headshots with some of these moves.
It's also an
Yeah.
idea I had was to partially transform a leg, maybe to Glabro, to like further add damage.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
a
we
big-
did. That's what we did in rugby. Is that when we were in the scrum and the rucks, we all the players they like grew their beards out, and then what they would do is like during the scrum is they would just rub our just like a very scruff beards just up against the other players.
But yeah, signature move list would be pretty good. You could probably add just a teeny bit of lore. Like you don't clarify. It's obvious, like seeking better employment elsewhere. Like it's clear what happens, but
Right.
You can also add,
you end up with
you can
AEW.
add some merits and flaws into the game as
new
well.
merits
like,
and flaws would be useful.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, you can think of like past injury could actually be a good flaw to add in.
Yeah, we could do that, given
Yeah,
that's what Seth Rollins has.
Yeah,
Has
or
to
like
be that.
you could have you could actually have legacy be a background. So legacy being like the generation of like who was a wrestler, but like your dad was a wrestler,
yeah.
his dad was a wrestler. That could actually be a background thing.
Yeah,
You could
Cody
also
Rhodes,
have like
Dusty
the
Rhodes.
equivalent of a totem, which is your stable legacy. Like if you are part of a long-running stable, for example.
Yeah, like what's it called? The Rhodes or or the Heart Foundation or the
Oh yeah, you get to have Dusty Rhodes as your totem, Kyle.
Oh, that would be really funny. Just put like as a shit post, like a random wrestler just for funsies.
Wait, where?
The spirit of Cody Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes.
Whenever I hear
Also-
Dusty Rhodes, I just think of the Tourette's guy bit where it's like on the phone with somebody's like, "Remember that fat that fat wrestler from the '90s called Dusty Rhodes? Man, he was a piece of shit."
Yeah. Hey, remember when he kept booking his own wins? What an asshole. Yeah, like he was a good booker, but he was near the end.
And you get the Dusty finish where he wins, but because of some rule, he loses.
Yeah.
The Dusty wins are basically like you win because the other person got disqualified kind of thing.
They
Yeah.
either got DQ'd or they fucked up, and they were supposed to win, but because of the fuck up, like they pinned out early before pinning you. Oh, late, and they pinned you anyway.
Yeah,
and
like
now,
got him by the tights.
and now with WWE, just every fucking match these days ends in a schmoz.
What?
It also ends in torn rotator cuffs. The worm requires more rotator cuffs. It
requires more talent to be injured for months and months and months, and storylines have to be rewritten. And all this money goes down the drain. Yeah, we're gonna bring back Jim Cornette into wrestling, don't you think?
I'm just envisioning, like, if it continues, imagine if every one of them was injured. Like, every one of their top build is just all injured. What would they do then?
It's not that they're injured, it's just that they're going to be going on, like, they're not going to wrestle out with the injury. That's the thing. It's like,
essentially, yeah, if you're injured, you can get away with just cutting promos. In fact, actually, a very fun thing, because I understand heel psychology a bit more. A really fun one is to have a heel fake milking an injury so that they don't wrestle and they can keep the belt on longer.
Yeah, to get to exploit it, like Seth Rollins was doing.
Yeah,
it's a great way to just kind of justify. Oh, they're out for X month because like it's an actually worse surgery than it really is. But no, he's clearly faking. He's clearly faking.
Surprise!
Yeah,
you got it. What? But
like,
yeah, he's got an idea.
I was gonna say something. I lost my train of thought.
He lost it. It's
Giovanni
after
in the style of Papa Shengo.
Yep.
With his manager who's a Samedi and just looks, and they just say it's bad, it's makeup.
Even though the makeup is really realistic. It's after 10, and I would keep going, but I got the fucking flu. I gotta sleep this shit off.
Get some rest,
That's
dog.
fine.
All right.
Sleep deprived.
So if you managed to make it to the end of this episode, congratulations.
Yes. Go check out the new World of Darkness Wrestling Source module. I guess.
Yeah, it's in our Discord server for free.
Yes.
You don't charge anybody anything for this shit.
All you need is a Roll20 account, and then we bet you. And
Children of the Night, go check it out.
Children of the Night ain't bad.
We are very sorry.
No, we're not.
No.
It was a rug pull. It was a trick.
It was. It's Johnny's favorite. All right. Good night, everybody.
It's still real to me. Damn it.
Oh.